channel. So today's video is going to be a tutorial using very recently hauled products. Almost every single one of these products in this video is going to be brand new to me, so it's kind of like a first impressions tutorial. These are products that either were featured in the haul, my haul that went up a couple of days ago. I'll link it down below for you. I haven't filmed that haul yet, but I wanted to use the products first and then put them in a haul so I can kind of tell a little bit about the products in the haul because you guys seem to really like that. So these are either products from that haul, from my Fame Expo haul, from my birthday haul, just like recent products that I've bought very recently, and I wanted to try them all out in one product all together. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna prime my face. These are not new products. So for my face, I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in the Smoothing. Turn my light on. There we go. I have a mirror right here and right here in case you're wondering where my eyes are going. Somebody asked me that in my last tutorial. It's a little hard to do your makeup without a mirror, so I know some people use their viewfinder as their mirror, but I can't do that. I feel like that's so hard to do. So I really like this primer. I feel like it really fills in my pores. I like it better than the Benefit Professional, which was like my holy grail primer for a while, so yeah, I like this one better. Next up, to prime my eyes, another product that's not new is well, actually this is new, I just took it out of the box, but I've used this product almost in every single tutorial that I've ever filmed. This is the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I love this. This is like my 4th tube of this stuff. It's just the best eyeshadow primer ever, you guys. It is so nice. It dries almost instantly. It's clear, so it doesn't change the color of your eyeshadows. It works for all skin tones. I really like it a lot. For foundation, I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in the color Light 46. I have used this in a couple tutorials, but I haven't used it a lot. And I'm gonna mix it with the Cover FX Custom Blot Drops Oil Control. So these were in my birthday haul, I believe. I will link all these hauls down below in case you are curious to check them out. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps, well it's more like 1.5 pumps, and then this, I have never used it before, but the packaging is really cool. It's like glass with this little dropper thing. This product is really weird. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a thick kind of gel consistency, which I was not expecting when I bought it. I thought it was gonna be like liquid, but that's probably enough. It's like 1 drop there. And I'm gonna mix it together on my hand. Interesting. It doesn't seem to be changing the texture of the foundation. It's weird. I don't know. So I'm gonna dot this on my face. I've never mixed anything like that in with my foundation before, other than I do have the Cover FX, what are they called? Like the drops that have the color in them. I've used that before, but I haven't used like a clear product in my foundation, so it's just a little weird. But it seems to be making the foundation look the same, so that's good. It's not changing the color or the texture or the consistency. These, by the way, they're supposed to help keep your skin matte. I feel like I didn't really explain what the product was at all. So it's supposed to help control your oil longer than if you didn't use it. All right, next up is concealer. So I'm really super duper excited to try this out. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I bought the color Fair, whoops, which seems to have a little bit of a pinky undertone, which is perfect. I've heard so many good things about this concealer. Ooh, it's really liquidy. I don't know why, but I was expecting it to be a little bit thicker. It has a really thin consistency. I feel like it's thinner than the Urban Decay one. But this has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's supposed to help smooth out your under eyes and reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles over time, which is amazing because I do have me some under eye wrinkles. I think it's more like smile lines, but anyways. And then I'm gonna blend that out with the same beauty blender. This seems to have really good coverage, but it isn't very thick. I feel like I could layer it up, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I guess just depending on what you're looking for. color looks good though. Okay, so to set everything, I have used this product a million billion times. I feel like it's just the best under eye setting powder. That's way too much, that's okay. This is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I just use a teeny, that's probably too much, tiny bit, and I set my under eyes with this. I also drag it up and set my eyelid because sometimes, like if I put concealer or primer or stuff on it, that tends to crease a little bit. So I set everything in this under eye area, and then if you want to brighten up other parts of your face or set everything else, you can also use this. To set my face, I'm going to use the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in the color Light. This was in my Too Faced haul, my huge Too Faced haul that went up on my channel a couple of months ago. I have used this powder before. I really like it. It smells like chocolate, but it does have a really nice coverage, and it has like a rose petal, like not matte, not even semi-matte. I don't really know what I would call it other than like a rose petal finish. Like it's kind of just a natural finish. I hadn't used it yet because I was using up some other powders and I finally finished those up, but I do love this. You could probably use it on your own too, like on its own without a foundation underneath of it, because it is technically a powder foundation. But next up for eyebrows, because I'm looking kind of crazy without eyebrows right now. This also is not a new product for me, but I don't know if I've used this in a tutorial before. I don't think I have. This is the Hourglass Arch Eyebrow Pencil. I know I've talked to you guys about it before, but I don't know if I've used it in tutorials. So this was the first eyebrow pencil I found that had the triangular tip on it, and since then there's been a lot of companies that have come out with triangular tips, like Anastasia Beverly Hills and Tarte came out with one. I think It Cosmetics has one, Benefit has one now, but I want to say Hourglass was the very first brand, at least that I discovered, that had the triangular tips. So I really like this. I think since I found the Anastasia Brow Definer, I like that one better. But I have this, so I kind of want to use it up. But yeah, I just outline my brow and then fill it in. I think one of the reasons why I realize I don't like this brow pencil that much is because the color seems to be off a little bit. Like it looks very warm on camera. Like it looks really like orangey, but anyways, I need to finish it up, so that's why I used it. Next up is going to be eyeshadow, and I have two brand spanking new eyeshadow palettes. So the first one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is so pretty. This has like really pretty like reds and maroons and magentas and like burnt orangey colors. Very pretty. And then even more recently, I've picked up the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadow. So these are like really sparkly, like really pretty, and I want to use them both. So I think I'm going to use them both. So yeah, I'm going to use them both. Okay, I'm going to start out with the crease color, and since the Urban Decay one is all sparkly, I'm going to pick a crease color from here. So there's one that's actually called Burnt Orange right there. That's so funny because that's how I described it. And there's one that's actually called Burnt Orange. So I'm gonna use that. It's like a matte burnt orange color. Very fall, very appropriate for the crease. And then this is a Sigma E35 blending brush that is very dirty. And I should have washed it, but I didn't. That is quite pigmented, and that went on and blended very well. So I'm not surprised. Anastasia Beverly Hills products are just, they are some of the best eyeshadows, that's for sure. So next, I really want to use something from this palette. So this looks more gray on camera, actually in person too. I thought this was more of a brown color, but it definitely has more gray in it. I think I'm gonna use this color Lithium, which is like almost like a, it looks gray too. Why do these look so gray? This one is definitely more brown. Lithium has like some brown sparklies in it. So I'm gonna use the color Lithium all over my lid. I'm going to apply that with a Sigma E55 flat shader brush. I know some people like to use like a glitter glue or something with these eyeshadows. I actually like the fallout that happens with this because it's not like your typical glitter fallout. It's like it's almost like a fairy dust, like very, very light, dusty glitter. And I think it kind of looks pretty when it falls on your cheeks. So I just put it right on there, right on top of the primer. And I think that works well, for me at least. That's really super pretty. I'm gonna go back to burnt orange in that same Sigma brush and just kind of buff out the edge a little bit, just to make it more of like a clean edge. Moving on to an outer V color, I think I'm gonna mix these two colors right here. So this is Realgar and Cypress Umber. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but these are two matte, dark matte, really pretty, like kind of fall appropriate colors. And this is the Smith 232 brush that I got at Fame Expo. I've only used this brush one other time. I feel like I get stuck in a rut where I just use the same brushes over and over again. And even though I buy new brushes, like I have a hard time like going out of my comfort zone because I really like the brushes that I already have. So I'm forcing myself to use my new brushes. For one, this was a very expensive brush, so I want to make sure I get some use out of it. I'm dragging that color into my crease, by the way, just to kind of blend it out, deepen the crease, and yeah. So anyways, but so far so good. I mean, this is just the second time I've used it, and I like that it kind of has a point on the tip of it, so I can do things like drag into my crease without having to grab a separate brush. But then I can also really pack on the color on this like outer V, all with the same brush. So far, so good. I just have to use it, you know? Now back to that Sigma E35 brush. I'm not gonna put any more color on it, but I'm just gonna go over everything and just kind of blend it out, soften the edges, and make everything look a little bit more blended, less messy, and you know the drill. I really want to pull some more kind of oranginess into this eye look. So I think I'm going to go to the Urban Decay palette in the color Element. It looks really pink on camera, but it does have like a, there you go, you can see like an orangey kind of duochrome to it. So I think it's like orange. I think the dust is orange. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that on the same Sigma brush and brush that into my crease, just to really draw attention to the kind of oranginess in this look. Just because I want to use this palette. I don't know. Why not, right? Why not? Back to that outer color, because I did kind of blend it all away. I'm just going to use the Cypress Umber, and I'm not going to mix in any of that orange, and just really focus it right on this outer V part to really intensify that outer part and like make that pop. Next, I think I'm gonna mix burnt orange and Realgar. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm gonna mix those two colors together with a pencil brush and use that for my lower lash line. Ooh, I will say, I don't know if you guys can see, that Too Faced concealer is creasing really bad, even though I set it. Uh-oh. I'm feeling a little bit like a raccoon right now. But that's okay, it'll all come together with the lashes and the eyeliner, and it's gonna look better. I promise. Don't run away yet. So next and the last step is gonna be a brow bone highlight. I feel like I have a lot going on, so I'm gonna use this color Tempera. It's just like a matte cream color, which is I think always a staple in any eye palette. And another Sigma E40 brush. This one is just nice and clean. That one has a lot of fallout, by the way, that color does. The Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, I feel like because they're so soft, they do tend to have a lot of fallout, so just something to be aware of. But I'm just applying that in the space between my brow and that eyeshadow to kind of even further blend everything together and add a little bit of highlight. Because I am the messiest eyeshadow applier ever, I go in with that same beauty blender that I used earlier, and I just clean up this line right here and make it like nice and precise. I know some people use business cards, Scotch tape. In fact, I have those new beauty blender things. I forget what they're called, but I bought them at Fame Expo and I haven't used them yet. They look like guitar picks kind of, but to make that line nice and precise. But I am stuck in my ways, so I will have to use those eventually. For eyeliner, I'm gonna use the new Anastasia Beverly Hills waterproof gel liner in the color Dark Side. So this is supposed to be like a gel liner, but in like a twist up pencil form, which is kind of cool. Ooh, I need to blend that eyeshadow a little bit more. I feel like needs to be blended a little bit more. Okay, that's better. So the eyeliner I'm gonna put on my upper lash line and my lower waterline. Seems to be really pigmented. It's going on really well. I like to go in after I apply the eyeliner and smudge it, smudge brush. So that's usually the test for me with a new eyeliner. Like, does it set super fast? Is it smudgeable? And then as I wear it throughout the day, I like to see, okay, does it get everywhere? Does it smudge everywhere? Does it stay put? So there's the line. Then I'm gonna go in, this is a Sephora Pro number 11 smudge brush, and smudge it out a little bit to make it kind of smoky. It does smudge really easily. That's good. I am gonna put some falsies on, but because my eyelashes are clear pretty much, I'm gonna put one coat of mascara on my upper lashes and then my lower lashes, just to kind of make sure that I don't get lost. So this is new for me. This is the Guerlain, I have no idea how to say that, Cleese d'Enfer mascara maxi lash. I have no idea. This was actually a free sample from Sephora that I got with my purchase. It was like, spend $25, get a free product, and this is what I picked. So I've never used this before. The wand is really big. It's really like long. Like, it's not fat, but it's like long. That's what she said. Well, I'm glad I'm putting falsies on because I feel like this mascara does nothing for my lashes. Like, I feel like it's not even putting product on there. Like, I mean, what? I don't like this. And it's supposed to be, it's like really expensive because it's Guerlain. Don't like it. For lashes, I'm using the Cocoa lashes in the style Cocoa. This is actually the second time I've used this exact pair of lashes. I found it floating around in my vanity and I was like, maybe I should use those again before I throw them out. So I'm gonna use them today. And then for glue, this is probably my favorite lash glue. I always find myself going back to this after I try other lash glues. Nothing quite levels up to it. This is the Lash Grip Lash Adhesive. I think is it the Ardell brand? Maybe not, maybe it's just Lash Grip brand. But I feel like, although this takes a little bit longer to dry, I think it really, really holds the lashes on a lot better than some other lash glues. All right, eyes are done, and I really, really like the way that they turned out. I think they look really pretty. So now on to cheeks. So bronzer, this is my tried and true holy grail go-to bronzer. You guys know that. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. And this brush, ooh, I got some smeared eyeliner I just noticed. Let me clean that up a little bit. I don't know if that had been there the whole time or not, but if that happened after the fact, that means that the eyeliner is like smearing. So anyways, this brush is the Marc Jacobs The Bronzing brush. I feel like it's the best brush to like bronze up a large area of your face really, really quickly. And my arms, well, if you can tell, they're kind of sunburned / a little bit tan, and my face is never tan, so I have to make everything match. White girl problems. For contour, I'm gonna use the new Tarteist contour palette. This was something I was really on the fence about. I didn't know if I wanted to buy it or not. And then I recently started following Tarte on Snapchat, and those girls use this palette in like every single one of their Snapchat tutorials. It doesn't smell like chocolate. chocolate. I thought it was supposed to smell like chocolate. Did I just get it on my nose? I think I got it on my nose. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I think I'm gonna use this lighter contour color right here. And then this is the Morphe M523 brush. It's very similar to the Smith brush that I've been using. I don't know if this is really pigmented or not, so I'm gonna go in kind of with a light hand. And it's pigmented, but it's not like scary pigmented like the Graveyard Girl one was. That one really threw me for a loop, guys. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below, but I did not like the bronzer in that palette. I do really like this brush a lot. I think I like it better than the Smith brush. It's like softer. The contour, I feel like it's hard to blend out. I don't know, I'll have to use it a few times and see if I like it or not, but on the fence about that. So there's also a like yellowy kind of banana powder color, and then there's like a white, stark white, which will be pretty, another highlight color. So I'll have to play around with this a little bit more. I think this is gonna be too dark for me, but it could be a nice like eyeshadow color. The blush looks really pretty. Yeah, that looks really pretty. In fact, I think I'm actually gonna use that as my blush today. So I will apply that as blush. It's not super pigmented. Well, actually it is coming off pretty pigmented on camera, so maybe it's the lighting that's making it hard for me to see. I really like that color. I feel like it's a pretty kind of everyday pink. It's like a dusty, understated pink. I like it. For highlighter, I'm gonna use the Tarte Exposed Highlight. You guys know how much I love the Tarte Exposed blush. In fact, that's what I had on hand to use as blush, but I ended up using the one in the contour palette. But anyways, I love the blush, so I figured I'd love the highlighter. It's really like, I don't know, it's not like your typical POW highlighter, which I'm kind of used to wearing, like the Artist Couture, the Becca. Those are all just like in your face, like hello highlighter. This is a little bit more understated, I feel like, but it's really pretty. Ooh, that's coming off real pretty on camera. I like that. I'm gonna drag it down to the apples of my cheeks. I've been putting highlighter on the apples of my cheeks lately, and I really like the way it looks, especially in videos. And this is the Dose of Colors fan brush. I feel like I'm having to use a lot of product. Like I'm really having to build it up. It's not like your typical, you know, Becca highlighter where it's like one swipe and whoo, I feel like I'm having to build it up a little bit. But that's not always a bad thing, because that means you can use the same product for like a nice understated highlight, and then you can kind of build it up and get your POW highlight. So it's multi-purpose, very cross-functional, but I think I like it. Yeah, I think I like this. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, last step is lips, and I was going to use one of my new Urban Decay lipsticks. This is the color Sheer Rapture, but it's a sheer color, and I think, well, you know what? Let's put it on, and then, why can't I open this? Why? I'll put it on, I'll see if I like it, but this is like almost like a purpley, kind of dusty lilac color, but it's sheer. Ooh, I do like that. Yep, I like it. I was afraid it wouldn't look good with the look because I have kind of like an orangey brown eye. All right, last step is setting spray. So this is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray. You can tell by how much is gone how much I love this spray. This is the peach one. It smells really good. So I just like layer it on, spray on lots, and I feel like it kind of like melts / fuses my makeup together, and it makes it look more natural, less cakey. Not that it looks cakey, but anyway. Alright guys, well this is the finished makeup look. let me know down below if you like these kind of first impressions haul tutorials, I think is what somebody called them, because they're a little bit longer because I feel like I have to explain my first impressions and explain my thoughts on the products. So the videos are a little bit longer and they're a little bit longer to film, but I think it gives you a good idea of the product, like my thoughts on the product. So let me know if you like them and I'll keep filming them, or I don't know. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.